hard to tell your weeknights apart?
We can help. Every weeknight, it's 2 hours of your favorite game shows. Monday night's Match Game. Tuesdays, Let's Make a Deal. Wednesdays, The Newlyweds. Thursdays, Pyramid. And Fridays, The Feud. Every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's Tattletales. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Oh, gee, that was... What I don't understand is, thank you and welcome to Tattletales. You gave me a kiss and put your hand on his leg. Why? I sat here and watched the whole thing.
That's
Welcome to all of you.
diplomacy.
It's nice to be with you, and especially you at home. And you know why? It really is a big thrill for me to be, because these people in back of me are so terrific. I've had so much fun with them. You're in for a rare treat if you have not been watching. And if you haven't, shame on you. You people here in the audience are in for a double treat because you're going to win the money today. You root for these people. Every time they get something right, you get the money right here and now in this studio. And here they are, winning money for the blue section today, Lynn Redgrave and her husband, Mr. John Clark. Winning money for the yellow section, Edie Gourmet and her husband, Mr. Steve Lawrence. And winning money for the red section, Dolly Martin and her husband, Dick Martin.
Lucky, you're lucky, right?
Lovely ladies, pretty, pretty ladies. It's nice to
May I
have
say
you with
that I
us.
have really had a fabulous week.
Yes.
Oh, I
here,
hope
and
so.
it has been really a lot of fun. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, it was your first time on Tattletales. I hope it's
Yes.
not the last.
I hope so.
It's the first time on any game show
Yeah.
for Steve and Edie.
Ever, really?
Ever.
We are terribly honored, really.
You
'Cause,
should be.
Yes.
Well,
Well, we're not that honored, but we're honored. Here we go, guys. First question is for
Okay,
you, worth
what you
$150 to your rooting sections. Men, you're at a party and a really gorgeous woman. I got nervous.
Freudian.
A really gorgeous woman begins to flirt with you. Would you hope that your wife was watching or not watching? Oh, you got to think about that. It is tricky. Goodbye, guys. Think about it. Would he hope that you were watching or not watching? Why would he hope either one of those, do you think?
I suppose some people hope that the wife will watch so that they'll see, look, how this terrific woman is flirting with me. And I think he might prefer I wasn't. And then he'd tell me about it afterwards.
Sure, because then he could make it a lot better than it was, huh?
Yeah, no, I think I don't know, he wouldn't mind either way. What a difficult question.
It is a difficult
Does he
question.
flirt when he goes to parties?
No, but women flirt with him because he's so terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
He's so
what do you
nice.
mean that's true,
I think-
Dolly? How do you know?
He is terrific.
I
Yeah.
think he'd probably prefer I wasn't watching.
Okay, not watching is the answer.
Not watching.
Here he
Okay.
comes. We'll see. Interesting, thought-provoking question, isn't it, John?
It's the toughest one all week, I can tell
It
you.
is.
Would you prefer that Lynn be watching or not watching?
Well, if she was a fun lady, I would hope she was watching because we could laugh about it later.
That's not what Lynn said.
Oh.
You would laugh about it later if she was a fun lady. I have no idea what he means
Yes,
by
I
that.
would. It's
You're
true.
in a lot of
you see.
Well, I was going on to say, however, I'll go with that answer, but I was going to say if it was a serious one, then I'm not so sure.
Why didn't you say what you meant right away?
Well, darling, I still don't know because
Nor do I.
half a dozen of one and six of the
Don't
other.
fight,
It's
kids.
true.
Don't fight.
Listen.
We're not fighting.
No. It's
So I'll go along with the buzz. No, I won't change it. I would hope she was watching, and then we'll have a laugh after.
Yes. Okay. You're still wrong, however.
Yeah.
Edie, let's see what Steve says. What will he say?
Was it watching, not watching?
Yes.
Watching, not watching. Well,
Gorgeous woman.
a gorgeous woman. Well, Steve, a lot of, I have to say this, it's not a thrill, but a lot of gorgeous women flirt with Steve.
You betcha.
Even though I'm there, which always amazes
Really?
me. However,
flirt with you.
no. But maybe, I don't know. I'm not aware of it. And no, but really a lot of, because, you know, we're out there amongst them. However, Steve is a, gee, this is a lousy question. But Steve I think, would prefer that I be watching so that I could see that it was not his intent to do anything about this. Come on.
Very well thought
Great
out.
answer. Very good.
Yeah, it was very good. See, there's another facet to
great
this
and
question.
very interesting.
Let's bring him on and see if he agrees with you.
It's great.
What's the answer, Steve? Would you prefer that Edie be watching or not be watching?
Well, I tell you, I think it's important for both the husband and wife to know that each other is still attractive to the opposite sex. I would hope that she would watch but not do anything about it. So, it's, I would think that I wouldn't mind, but I think yes, that, you know,
What is the answer? Yes, watching or not watching?
I would hope that she's watching.
That's
to know
the one.
that,
That's what she said.
because she knows that I would.
I'm exhausted. I don't
mean,
know about you.
She knows I would never do anything about it.
No,
but,
of course not. That's what she said.
Not
You're
hypothetical
absolutely
question.
right, and Edie and I are both exhausted. Dolly, what will Dick say?
Just from watching, you're exhausted?
No, but from if you're roaring about your answer. All right. What will Dick say?
I have absolutely no idea. It's jump ball time. It's jump ball.
Yeah, which means
Where's Edie?
No, I don't know.
which means that you
What
don't.
do I
You're not
think
sure
about
either
your
way.
situation?
Right.
I don't think Dick would care one way. I
Wait a
think
minute.
he-
We didn't ask you the question. What is this?
No, she said something very smart. He would not care if I was watching or I wasn't watching. But see, there's no third alternative.
What would the third alternative be?
He wouldn't care.
Wouldn't care.
So we have to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okie dokie. Well, I'll go along with what Edie said.
Would he like you to be watching or not watching?
I think he. Yeah, I'll go with Edie. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. No, I mean he would. What's your answer?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. That's all we have time for. But
Tune in next week.
Yes, yes,
the answer is he would hope that you were watching.
yes.
Here he comes
Yeah.
now.
Men's egos,
Shh,
right?
shh, shh. Dick, how would you feel about that? Would you hope that Dolly were watching or not watching?
Well, this is an easy one because Dolly has no sense of humor where this is concerned. And I would say not watching.
That's not what she said, in fact. I'm terribly sorry to report
When I
that to
married you, Dick, you were what they called the most eligible bachelor. Aren't I used to that stuff?
Who's this?
Hello. Dick, say hello to Dolly. In the yellow section, say hello to Steve and Edie, who won the whole $150 for you on the first question. And we'll come back in just a moment with the question number 2. Don't go away, will you? See you in a second.
You learn about laundry. They say, you know, the whites go here and the darks go here and the lights go there. What do you do with this? I'm hoping for the color not to get on anything else. Please let the clothes come out looking the way they did when they went in. With the Shout Color Catcher, you take this sheet and you throw it in the wash and you close the lid. And if there was red in there, the sheet would come out red, but it's not on my clothes, it's on the sheet. If I had thrown a shirt in with the blue jeans, which I did, here's how it came out. I don't want to do laundry without it.
New Shout Color Catcher. The proof is on the sheet. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Geico's always been about savings, but he really brought customer service to a whole new level.
We settle a ton of claims in under 48 hours.
Guaranteed claim repairs? That was his idea.
Customer satisfaction is at an all-time high.
You know what he represents? A commitment to excellence.
And he deserves this award.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Crispy Thins. How hard can it be to advertise a different kind of wheat thin?
We tried everything.
It's thin, like me.
Packed with wholesome goodness in seasoned, original, and ranch. Crispy Thins are crispy. Yum!
We're so dead.
Crispy Thins. Baked like a cracker, but thin and crispy like a chip. There's a new snack in town.
He's good.
There's a new snack in town, new Crispy Thins.
Here we go. Question number 2. And this one's worth $150. And look, at Steve and Edie got the whole thing on the first one. Let's see how you got. You got $150. You got the whole thing on the first one. Here we go. Oh, all right. Greedy little devils. Men, you're sunbathing in the nude.
Ah.
Aha. and a few houses away, you see a woman looking at you with a pair of binoculars. Would you stay as you are or go inside? Thank you, fellas. Off you go. That's kind of a reverse on the way you would normally think of that question. Let's see how they would handle it, huh? Edie, we'll start with you.
You're going to start with me?
Yes.
Steve is sunbathing in the nude.
Uh-huh.
And a lady is watching him through high-powered binoculars.
Funny, I didn't say high-powered. I just said...
How high were they? Okay, first of all, Steve is not one to sunbathe in the nude. It's very hard to get him out, even with all his clothes on.
But for the sake of this one...
I know, I'm trying to think of this. Does he want me knowing about this, or doesn't he want me knowing
that was the
about
last
that was the last question. Okay, would he get up and leave and get dressed?
Or stay there.
Steve would not stay there.
He would get up.
Not stay there. He would get up. Not because of his modesty so much, but Steve is very worried about, especially if it were a woman, he would think that that would be not a nice thing for the woman.
How considerate he is, isn't he? You won't like this, so I'm going to leave now.
On the other hand...
Okay, he'll go away.
I think he would.
Okay, here he comes. What would you do, Steve?
I'd cover myself with a magnifying glass. And probably fry right before your eyes. I think that, see, we have a wall where I would sunbathe nude. And if it's a little old lady that got up high enough to look over that wall, give her a treat, let her have a good time. What?
Stay where you are.
I'd stay the way I was.
What was the answer?
I'd let her have a good time, and
Listen, I've seen you naked. She wouldn't have such a great time.
Yeah, but you know, they say in show business that it's important to have proper exposure.
Yes, that's true.
But this
You
is
need that.
ridiculous.
I think you've answered it. You said you would stick around, and
well,
is this
and
what
that's
they
not
mean
what
when
Edie
they say
said.
we
So
need new faces?
sorry about that, Steve. What will
Did
Dick
he
say?
He'd stay there?
Yeah, he's just staying.
We got this time. I mean, this is a cinch.
Oh.
Dick loves to let everything hang out. No, he really does. I'm not kidding you. Anybody that would like to see what Dick's body is like, just ask him, because he'll flash anytime.
Now,
he loves it.
You know you
know
can't
I'm
say that here. The whole red section is going to demand that now.
What?
Right, gang?
On laughing, they asked him to dress up as a...
Oh, look at him now. Oh. Terrible people.
On laughing, he dressed up as a striptease dancer, a female striptease dancer, may I say, with tassels, and he loved it. Yes, absolutely.
He would stay there.
Absolutely.
Here he comes now. Don't say anything now. Dick, there you are, sunbathing in the nude. Somehow you feel that a pair of binoculars are trained on you. Are you going to stay there, or are you going to get up and go inside?
Well, if this lady has binoculars, I'm going to look a lot bigger, so I'd stay as I am.
You got it. You're right. I don't mean you're right, you're going to look a lot bigger. I mean, you got the question right. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, Dick. Lynn, what will John do in a case like this?
He might run and get his telescope and look straight back at her.
Yes.
No, he really thinks that nudity is something that's very nice and there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm sure he'd think, let her have a look if she's going to look.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Sure.
I don't think he wouldn't go inside, no.
Okay, he's going to stick around. Here he comes. John, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay out there, or are you going to go inside?
Is this the same woman who was flirting with me at that party?
It could very well be, you know. I mean, it depends on how it went.
Well, I'll tell you, I certainly would not stay as I was. I would get up. Hey, whoa, hold it.
Finished. He hasn't finished his...
I'd get up. I'd slowly turn around several times. And then I would say, okay. That's what I'd do.
What would you do? Stay inside or stay out?
Stay out.
That's what she said. You were going to say that, were you, John, all the way? Yeah.
But I was afraid you might buzz me early.
Yeah, I believe him.
I believe him.
We all believe you. We gave it to you. And Dick
swear.
and Dolly and Lynn and John split that one in half,
Even
and
though
it is
I want
halftime, guys. Ladies, step to the rear if you will. Kindly, the gentlemen will come out here in just a moment, and we'll continue with the second half of Tattletales after this message for you. On the way.
Imagine the power to stop time.
No way.
You could impress your friends.
That you watch is off the hook. Yeah, that's funny, Zach. That's real funny.
Get the last laugh.
There's that woman who's always giving me parking tickets.
Oh, perfect.
No. No.
And save the world.
Well, you heard the man.
Let's go. Don't wait.
Clock Stoppers.
What you dream is possible. A world of easy communication. A real connection to deliver your message to whomever you wish, virtually anywhere, anytime. Dish Network Business Solutions simplifies communication. Let the power of satellite link you with others via computer or television. Stay ahead of the pack and the sharks. You'll need to in today's changing world. Dish Network Business Solutions. Clearly a better way to communicate.
The new and improved Total Gym XL. Over 80 muscle-burning exercises target individual muscles or work entire muscle groups all at once. We defy you to find any piece of equipment that can work virtually every muscle in the body and do it with this kind of speed and ease, from beginner to the most physically fit. Best of all, you'll actually finish your workout in less time than it would take you to drive to the gym. The Total Gym is used by bodybuilders, gymnasts, and the LA Fire Department. And you can also use the Total Gym for an incredible Pilates routine. We guarantee you'll get the results you want in 60 days or we'll refund your money. Right now, we have the lowest payment plan ever. Call now and get started with your Total Gym for as little as $29.95 a month.
So why not give it a try? Believe me, once you try it, you'll be hooked for life.
To try your Total Gym for payments as low as $29.95 per month, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-831-8202. That's 1-800-831-8202.
Or jaywalking in Jerusalem. It's good for girls on a budget. False pregnancy. Fairy dust. Tramps. Idiots. Hops.
Get in on the joke with Classic Hollywood Squares tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Silly savages.
Here we are. We're back. We have changed places, as you can no doubt tell. The gentlemen in the front, the ladies in the back. And here we go. This one's worth $150, and it's for you, ladies, so answer it for yourselves. Ladies, you're very articulate. You are all very articulate. Which of the three of you talks the most, do you think? Lynn, Edie, or Dolly? Okay, off you go. Well, they are all articulate. They do all speak very well, needless to say. We'll start with you, Dick. What do you think? What will they all say about the other one?
Oh, my goodness, that is a close one.
No, not if you're sitting in this chair, it's not.
That's what I was going to say. I think I'd have to vote. I think I'd have to vote for Edie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do, and you'll be sorry.
I know.
Because Steve will give you a slapper.
She'll never sing to me again, but I think Edie really has a love of talking.
She was vaccinated by a phonograph needle.
What's that? That's what Dolly will say, you think?
Dolly would say that.
I think she would.
Okay, let's bring on Dolly, because they're all in this here. Dolly, which one of the three of you do you think does talk the most? You're all included here.
Well, I know it is not Lynn, and it's between Edie and me. Probably Dick said opposite of what I'm going to say, but I think it's Edie.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
She's more articulate than I am.
Yes, more articulate.
And she's smarter.
Yes, well, that wasn't the question, but that's a very nice thing of you to say.
She is.
We'll come to Lynn. What do you think she'll say, John?
Well, she told me that Edie fell asleep in the middle of one of her answers earlier. Did you know that?
No, did you really?
Yeah. Oh, all right. But Lynn will say Edie, definitely.
Wait a minute. You just lost a button off of your tux, and you look so
Listen,
good.
I'm
It just
trying
went.
to upgrade the standard on this show.
You look. Doesn't he look snappy?
Like that?
Boy.
You look...
Sit down, John. Blues section really doesn't care how you look, just how you answer, John. I hate to tell you that. Okay, you're going to say she'll say...
She'll say Edie.
She'll say Edie.
Yeah.
Here she comes now. Lynn, which of the three of you do you think is the most articulate? We'll say it that way.
Well, I tell you, I talk a blue streak, and I've met Dolly before many times, and she does too. But just on today's, or rather this week's outing, I have to tell you, the hands-down winner is Edie.
That's it. You got it. Okay, that was easy. For you, it seemed anyway. Steve, what do you think now?
No contest. I mean, one of the reasons Edie and I don't fight is I can't get a word in. I mean, the only one that talks more than Edie is the entire King family.
Yeah. Close second there.
I would have to say that Edie is the champ.
Is the champ. Okay.
No question.
Here she comes. Don't say anything now. Edie, between the three of you, which one of you do you think talks the most?
Well, I don't really talk very much. But if somebody asks me a question, then we're in big trouble. I mean, then I will really analyze this question and go on forever. But as far as just talking is concerned, I hardly ever speak unless I'm spoken to. I'd say Dolly.
No!
I thought you understood.
You thought you had a lock on that, didn't you?
The reason that Edie got it wrong is because she's not married to her.
Yeah, that's right. Otherwise, it would be a lock, wouldn't it?
What did you say?
No, I said talks the most. I said you were all articulate, but who talks the most? And she said you, Dolly.
Well,
Dick
she's
and Dolly
smarter.
get the question right, and so do Lynn and John. They split the 150. We now have a three-way tie, and we'll go for the $300 question after this message for you and decide this. See you in a minute.
I can't believe.
Connect and collect with Game Show Network's Interactive Block. At 10, the new word game lingo. At 10:30, friend or foe. 10 and 11, Russian roulette. Log on to GameShowNetwork.com for details. Game Show Network's Interactive Block tonight from 10 to 11:30.
Introducing a lotion that does more than instantly moisturize. It visibly improves both hands and nails in just 2 weeks. New Healthy Hand Essentials from Vaseline. Hands have been waiting a long time for this.
Sheila. Josh, let me in. It's the middle of the night. I'll be quiet. Please. Okay. Oh, thank you. I gotta have some of this. And our microwave's broke.
Sometimes you gotta have the Mac. Kraft Easy Mac. For the hot, cheesy taste they love, get them the Mac.
Sheila, this tastes so good.
I'm glad you like it. Need a snack? Snack the Mac!
New Louis Rich Dinner Starters. Refrigerated chicken breast cuts and sauce. Always ready, never frozen. Ready for a great meal? New Dinner Starters from Louis Rich.
It's okay.
Hello, here we go. We have a three-way tie in case you hadn't noticed, and this question is now worth $300. That will obviously break the tie, or maybe not. It's for you, ladies. A married lady friend of yours begins to tell you the intimate details of her sex life. Will you listen or ask her not to tell you about it? A married lady friend of yours. Off you go. Pretty good question. Let's start with you, John. How would Lynn handle something like that?
Well, Lynn's got a great sense of humor. She also likes to imitate people. So she wouldn't just mention it over supper, and the following morning, she'd do probably a 1-hour number on this. She would tell me all the details. She would imitate the way she was told, how the lady walked, everything. They'd probably imitate what they were doing. So the answer is...
She would listen.
Sure.
Okay, she would listen. Sure. Here she comes. Will Lynn listen or, will Lynn, yes, will you
Hello?
listen
Yes.
or ask your lady friend not to tell you about it?
This is so easy. I've never been able to say no to somebody, a girlfriend, telling me intimate details. I'll say yes, tell me everything.
That's what the man said. Yes, tell me everything.
We finish strong, you know.
Huh?
Lynn and me, we finish strong.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
You're
speak
coming
for
on.
yourself.
Here you go, Steve. What will Edie say?
Well, since by her own admission she doesn't talk very much,
Yes.
then I guess she would listen.
She would listen.
Yeah, I think she would listen because it's like, I think it's fascinating to hear those kinds of things. And I agree very much with John. And, she would tell me either later that day or the next day all the little details.
You understand telling you about it is not part of the question, though. You do know that.
Yeah.
You don't, okay, either whether she would listen to her friend or not.
Because I've told you more than you care to know, too.
No, it's okay. Just don't confide in me. Here she
Okay.
comes. Edie,
Yes.
will you listen or will you not?
Well, I think the word married here is the pivotal point of this question, because if you have a friend, a real friend, who happens to be married and happens to want to discuss the sex life with you, it doesn't matter what your friend discusses with you. If it's your friend, of course you have to listen.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You're absolutely right. I thought we were in for a big one there.
Doesn't talk very much.
Hallelujah!
Dick, what will Dolly say?
Dolly would send a cab for her. She'd listen and listen and listen. Oh, goodness.
Okay, the answer is she'll listen. Here she comes. Dolly, what will you do now? Will you listen to your friend or will you tell her you'd rather not hear it?
Oh, I want to hear everything.
You got it. That's right. Everybody got it. We split the $300 three ways. Time's up. We have a three-way tie, which is a lovely way to end it all, isn't it?
Seen that show?
That show. What the friend you talking about?
Would you calm the foe down, please? That show where they trust one another, they gotta go up and answer the question.
Oh, yeah, that show.
It's a good show.
Friend today it is.
Hey, watch your mouth. Friend or foe, weeknights at 10:30.
The name of our school is Albert Einstein, and it's in the Bronx. We won the Oscar Mayer Talent Search, and our school won $10,000. I was like, okay, you're joking, right? Now we can buy more instruments.
Thank you for doing this talent search, because I just think that it's just all a dream. If you really put your heart into it, you can make it happen.
Find out how to get your kid's school involved in Talent Search 2003.
I like to shop every day. 8 a.m. sharp, Sal's Fruit Market. Oh, he's got the best tomatoes in town. When I started chemo, my doctor said that I might become anemic, maybe feel weak. I never expected to be too tired to make it to Sal's. The day that he had to deliver my order was one of the saddest days of my life. Thank you, Sal. I asked my doctor about Procrit.
Procrit is for chemotherapy-related anemia in patients with most kinds of cancer. If you're on chemotherapy and too tired to do the things you used to do, talk to your doctor about Procrit to regain red blood cells. And more red blood cells can mean more strength.
Welcome back, Mrs. Mantini.
Procrit is proven and safe. In studies, only diarrhea and edema occurred more often with Procrit than placebo. Call now and learn how Procrit can help you get back the strength you need. Your strength for living.
Buying fresh takes a little more energy, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Are you in on it? Go to cheaptickets.com for tons of unpublished airfares you won't find anywhere else. Or call now for our lowest prices on airfares, hotels, rental cars, and last-minute trips. Want to save even more? Check out our last-minute trip specials now and save up to 60%. Cheap Tickets, the best-kept secret in travel.
See if you can spot the real McCoy next on To Tell the Truth. Then Monty and Jay are ready to play on Let's Make a Deal, followed by the $25,000 pyramid.
We are back. A three-way tie. Doesn't happen very often. We had $1,000 will be divided evenly through all three rooting sections. Thank you all, everybody. You were great. See you next time on Tattletales. Ben Conn is saying so long. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning...
To play lingo, you'll need some
balls. B-A-L-L-S.
Just think of the opponent as the
enemy. E-N-E-M-Y.
And say, doesn't Chuck Woolery make you
horny? H-O-R-N-Y.
Wait a minute. It's not just words, it's lingo. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
Greatest entertainment for both young and old. Icecapades now touring your area. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. This program has been edited for broadcast.